Welcome to our super professional podcast. This is the most professional that we have been ever.
I stay professional.
So just the process of us getting to this point, we should have recorded that. That should have been a documentary film with how much time, effort, running to Best Buy, running to a store I've never even heard of, Guitar World?
Guitar Center.
Guitar Center?
You were just there. You made
Yeah,
a purchase.
I blocked it. I don't know where I've been. So yeah, a lot of things have happened. But we're now in a new space. We redid the office the last couple of weeks. So we took it upon ourselves to become full professionals in the podcast space. Now we both have the same microphone. We've got podcast arms. We've got a fresh table. We have this beautiful centerpiece just to bring it all home. And this new mixer that I bought off the internet, and I actually have no idea how to work. So let's just hope and pray that it's actually recording right now. The red light is on, but God knows. How are you?
I'm good. Good, all right.
Does my level of anxiety affect you when I'm going through all of my emotions of I need to find this thing's not working, I need to buy another microphone, all of the things that we've gone through in the past few weeks, few days even?
I mean, it just like, it's not that it affects me. I just don't like the way you handle certain things. Like, there's no reasoning behind her reaction to certain things, and there's no like just the way you handle things. Like, there's no reason to some of it. Like, you go to the extremes when it could just be a quick fix. Like, you go to the ultimate, like,
Everything's in turmoil.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just try to find the most extreme solution to the problem when there's a very simple fix. But you just want to like circumvent that whole process, and let's just choose the hardest possible way of getting to this destination.
And it usually involves me buying the most expensive item that I can, which is exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
So we were trying to get this new mixer to work, and I had my old microphone and the new one that I bought for myself. Thought it would work based on my research online. And we spent the whole day trying to figure out how to plug it in. And then we got to the point of just needing a different cord to make it work. And then we circumvented, or whatever word you just used, to the point where I just bought another almost $200 microphone for you. So now...
No, you didn't buy it for me.
I did. I bought it for me, but I think it looks cute now that we have the same one and we're like a little duo. We also have a new chair coming that's going to match. So we're almost there. We're about 3/4 of the way being finished with the studio. So
Just a room.
if you're like, wow, they sound really good and professional and put together, that's why. It's not like what it appears,
You
I'll
said
say.
new space. You said studio. Just the same office that we had. We didn't add on to the house.
Well, it's just some
We
paint.
didn't rent a space somewhere.
Do you want to recap?
Are you crying right now?
Probably. It's been a journey. You want to recap what it took to create this beautiful new, very high-tech studio?
It really was not that much work.
Yeah.
I mean, paint, put some wood up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a little board batten behind us, some more paint. And then we hung a shelving situation above
By
the desk.
situation, it's actually a...
Yeah, it's an entertainment center.
Yeah.
It's like an entertainment console or whatever that's designed to be like a floating entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept pulling up pictures of the exact same thing, but freaking out because she couldn't find, like, what she was typing in
Wasn't
was
giving
not
me...
what she was wanting, or wasn't going to get here fast enough. So I was like, well, why don't you just buy an entertainment center that's designed to be hung on the wall? And
Mind blown.
there we go.
Hundreds of dollars later, we got a new office. Other than that, this week, we got some more entertainment. Your niece had her very first dance recital.
Yeah. God love her.
Are we proud?
Yeah. I will always be proud of whatever she does.
So I guess not we
Other
yet.
than drugs, probably.
Yeah, depends on the...
I will not be proud.
Okay. Eventually we have a niece. Her name is Mila, and she had her first summer dance concert
Recital.
recital. I
Oh,
think it
I
was a
know.
concert. Well, there's like a overarching like more
Did anyone
grand
sing?
thing named when it's really like well done. It's a concert, so I guess we shouldn't call it that. But
When someone sings, it's a concert.
also
We
true.
call it a performance. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of performing going on.
So she had been taking lessons for maybe 3 weeks. Like she came in at the end, but she had every outfit she needed. She had the full get up. She even has tap. She's not even in tap, but Ashley, your sister-in-law, just also, I can't call her my sister-in-law yet. It's not whatever.
I mean, it's
She got her hooked up. She's got multiple different tutus and leotards and everything that you would need for 3 weeks of lessons. And she had her performance. It was a Frozen number, Olaf song or something like that. So she made it out on the stage. When I went to the class the other day, there was only 3 performers. And then on the stage, there was like 12 of them. So that was shocking.
they recruited.
Yeah, they just found new bite-sized humans to perform. And she came out on the stage. They did this little choo-choo train to get them all up on stage together.
They look like prisoners of war. They look like POWs.
Mila especially.
I mean, let's call a spade spade. It was terrifying. It looked like Scared Straight, if you've ever seen that on A&E.
So they lined them up, and there's a teacher in the front doing all the moves for them. And everyone pretty much did what she was doing, except for Mila. She was looking at them like, what the hell do these people think that they're doing? Why are they moving around together? What's going on? Did not even lift an arm. No movement happened from her. She just kind of stared at everyone and looked around like, what's going on? Not in like a sad way, more of like, you guys are losers kind of a way.
It was basically like a Rage Against the Machine music video. Like, I just had Killing in the Name of playing in my head the entire time.
She had her own soundtrack she was working with.
It was I actually, to go back to a previous comment, I've never been more proud. Now that I think about it,
Yeah, so we might get her into other activities, but she, I mean, she's not my child. I have a say. I don't know.
do what she's gonna do.
But I did see her performance the other day in class, and she was doing it. So she's, holding back.
She's selective.
Yeah,
She's a selective performer.
I get that. You're kind of like that.
What?
You don't always want to be on. Like if I shove a camera on your face, you're not always prepared to perform. It's not always on my terms. It's more on yours.
Yeah, I mean, you turned a camera on when you were saying bye to me before going back on tour.
Yeah, but that was a
I'm
good
bit
video.
Of a selective performer.
That was a good video, though. And it really
Was
captured the
did not
emotions.
consent.
I literally asked you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but you were in the middle of it was a lot going on. I did ask you, though.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Before we get to all the fun things that we're going to talk about today, we're going to start with the themes of the year again. Since it's going to be September, we're going to get to the football season, I guess, is starting this weekend.
The football season.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that, play a couple games that Nick might actually like this time. And we're just going to answer some questions at the end. I can tell you right now, they're not the best, but we'll see what comes out of your mouth. Before we get to all that, Nick, what has been on your heart or mind lately? Anything that you want to share with us, share with the class?
Nothing too heavy, other than, I mean, I was told I needed to put pants on before this podcast, which, let me be very clear. If I don't want to wear pants in my own house, I'm not going to wear pants. I'm just not going to do it. For anyone, for a podcast, for guests, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put pants on. So yeah, you're going to see my thighs.
Look at your outfit compared to my outfit. Let's just start with that. You're wearing a t-shirt for our friends
First of
that
all,
are watching us.
It's a Flag and Anthem t-shirt.
It is.
And I was the proud recipient of a couple of Flag and Anthem goodies, some gear over the weekend. And honestly, like I've been looking at their stuff on Instagram for a while because I follow guys like Christian McCaffrey and Eric Decker. And I think they've done stuff with them. So I always see their products, but like I've never like pulled the trigger on some. And like they were kind enough to send me some stuff.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like it's, if you know me personally, you know that like Sid and I are not the same person. I'm not going to stick my neck out for anyone, really. I'm really not going to stick my neck out for a brand. But like I'll just say that I was very surprised in the quality. Like,
Really?
like there's a couple pieces that they sent where I could see myself owning them for 30 plus years.
Wow.
Just because I mean, the feel of them it's not what I expect. I expected high quality, but this is not, like, it wasn't, I don't know.
High quality shit we're talking about.
It is.
Yeah, I agree. They're super soft and very cute. You're a better influencer than I am. I think it's because you're in sales.
The thing is, I'm not like trying to influence anyone. If nobody buys the shit, that's great because it's more for me at this point. Like,
Less sold out items.
I don't know how to influence people. I mean, if you're looking at, how to better maintain your facility hygiene, then I'm your guy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like clothing or like, I'm just like, this is what I like. Maybe you like it too. I like can't fake it. But like, I don't have to with this stuff. Like I'm still pumped. Like I was about to put the AC down to like 60 degrees just so I can wear like that quilted shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
You just want to shout it from the rooftops.
I do. But I don't have a mountaintop. I have a microphone.
Yeah. So we're using what we have. I've been wanting fall really badly. I'm not ready for summer to be over, but I'm just ready for the outfits. And now that you're like so cool and have your new clothes and stuff and ready to be warm and cozy, we could have been doing a photo shoot right now. Let's bring it back to that.
Oh, you know what?
We were supposed to do an extra photo shoot today.
Were we?
Yeah.
Do you think we would have had time for that?
No.
Because what time is it right now?
Full circle, I'm glad that we didn't because then I had time to go to the Guitar Center. Now we are producing this very professional podcast.
Yeah.
So everything works
I'm not
out.
even talking into the microphone half the time. So,
any other products that you would like to endorse or something that you've been loving lately?
I'll tell you what I haven't been loving is this bowl in the center of the table. Why is it there?
It's cute. It goes with like the aesthetic. So again, if you're not watching, we have this really cute cream bowl with these like balls of grass, grass wrapped in like bark, it looks like. And I think they're from Studio McGee, so they're super aesthetic. And I just need something to cover all the chords that were happening. What does that word mean to you, aesthetic? Because I use it quite often.
If we're being absolutely honest, like it does not mean anything to me. I don't even know what it means.
I don't really either, but I feel like it encompasses everything. Like anytime I want to search something, I add it to the search just to create the vibe of what I'm trying to search.
Like when this comes out, like the actual definition of it pops up on the screen.
Aesthetic.
Yeah. I honestly have no idea. I hear it all the time. I always hear people using that word for different reasons, or like in different settings, but it doesn't like.
So the dictionary definition is concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty, which is the vibe. You don't like beauty? Not for you?
I mean, not when it comes to a room in my own home. I don't care. Like I enjoy like beautiful scenery, and
so you don't care about. Do you like the renovations?
I like art.
You like art? Do you like the renovations? Do you feel like good after they're done, or you're just like, yes, I did something that she asked me to do, and I'm good to go?
I think it's more of like, yeah, I think it looks good, but I think it's a little bit different for me. I like to see the end of things. Like I like to see the completion of things. Like that's where my satisfaction comes in, and also seeing your reaction to it, like you liking it and being satisfied with it. Like that's how I get satisfaction. But as far as the way it looks, I have no idea if it looks good. I know that some of the corners look good and the painting looks good.
The lines are good.
There's nice crisp lines. Everything is cohesive.
Yep. Aesthetic.
And other than that, I don't know what's like. I don't sit and watch the Magnolia Network all day.
I love it.
I did today because
Sundays are good days. They start with Fixer Up in the morning and then they go to Magnolia Table and then some randos are in the afternoon. That's when you turn it off. But it's a good time. It's the only TV that feels like not stressful, not heart rate inducing, not political, nothing like that. It's just nice TV. And there's always that beautiful end product and there's like a satisfying finish. I'm into it. One thing that I've been loving lately that I want to share before we move on to the football, my thing that I've been obsessing over, one of like 30 things probably this week, was bridesmaid dresses and trying to find the right one. First of all, I have a bone to pick with brands in general. Stop filtering your pictures online. Stop doing it. If you're going to take a item of clothing and it's going to be a completely different color from one image to the next and when it's in person, why? Like in what world is that helpful? Like filters on Instagram are one thing, but filtering the actual color of your clothing to, I think, to the point where I think I'm ordering a champagne dress and I get a swatch in and it's freaking pink. I had an absolute meltdown the other day.
Hold on. I'm going to cut in real quick because I asked you, what did the description of that dress say? Did it say rose?
It said champagne rose.
And that's exactly what you got.
I got pink.
You
Baby
got
pink.
champagne rose.
But the pictures online looked bronze.
Okay.
So we got pink. Just don't lie about it. Just show me what,
Or
show
no,
me what
they
it is.
actually told you exactly what it was. You just chose not to
I'm
listen.
just supposed to read into the description.
Yeah.
I'm a visual learner, you know? But other than that, the fact that you can try on bridesmaid dresses at home is actually so genius. I don't think it's been a thing for as long as before I was a bridesmaid. But yeah, you can try
Before you were a bride?
yeah. Whatever. I'm a bride now.
Be a bridesmaid for this wedding?
Yeah.
Who am I marrying?
I mean, honestly, my bridesmaids have it pretty much made. I'm doing all the extra work because I'm a psycho. I'm a bridezilla. It's turning out to be that. But you can try dresses on at home for like $10 and you get the full color swatch scheme and you get to try on the different things because it's very helpful because when you get them in person, they are not the same ever. They're always different. So the brands that I do really like that do that are Revelry. Azazi does it and they had really pretty dresses, but their color scheme was not what I thought it was. They had other beautiful colors, but it wasn't champagne. So finding the right color champagne is very difficult. But I digress. If you're looking for bridesmaid dresses, this is not an ad. I'm just saying that's one thing that's made me happy this week is getting to see them in person and getting to touch the fabric. So yeah, we haven't done your side of things. Can't wait.
A breakaway tux.
Like a Velcro.
Like warm-ups in the NBA.
With buttons or Velcro? What do you
That
think?
would actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that would be awesome to have my groomsmen like take a knee next to the score box. Like the
Score box. What?
like the score table.
We have a score table in our wedding?
Listen to me. In a basketball game, when someone is about to check into the game, they kneel, like they take a knee right in front of like the scorekeeper's table.
Yes.
Right? I should have like my groomsmen did that. Should be their entrance instead of like walking one of your bridesmaids in.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I won't. We'll talk about it. I think we will. I haven't actually had a decision that has been mine this entire time.
Have you
I think
wanted?
we'll do it.
So that's the only thing
We
you
can
want.
talk about it, but I think we'll do it.
You just want this one entrance. That's it. That's it. That's your only decision that you contributed to this wedding planning. The entrance of the
You
groomsmen.
can give me that.
Okay. I'll allow that, I guess. Shall we get to football?
Sure.
So we're gonna play a game, and this one is gonna be more for Nick's amusement. He's gonna present some team mascots,
Logos.
to me, and I'm gonna have to guess. And for again those at home that are just listening, I will describe before I guess. So yeah, you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Is this all NFL or is this college too?
All NFL.
Okay, I might be able to do it. All right.
What's this one?
Is this one supposed to be easy?
They're all supposed to be pretty easy if you live in America.
Well, you just said a basketball thing that I should know since I danced for a basketball team for 2.5 years, but I had no idea what you were talking about. So here we go. It's a C. The color is orange, outlined in black on a white background.
Outline in blue.
Oh, it looks black. I'm colorblind. Okay.
It's navy.
I'm going to go with it's Cincinnati. I have no idea what the...
I was going to say, why would you think it's Cincinnati when you know Cincinnati's football
Oh,
team?
shoot. Okay, so another C
Don't
place.
play dumb girl.
Cleveland Browns.
Wrong.
Fudge. What is it?
The Chicago Bears.
I would have never guessed that. That's
Well,
bad.
the
There's no
other
bear on there. It's just like a
Well,
C.
their other logo is a bear, but like, do you think I'm going to throw a bear up there?
Yeah,
when
and say it's the
mascot's
Bears. You're right. That would be not fair. Okay, next one.
Next one.
This one is a tiger, a ferocious tiger, orange and white and black. Cincinnati Bengals.
Thank God. I threw that in there. I was like, so she'll at least get one. But then as I started thinking about it, I was like, I swear to God, if she does not get this one.
Chicago Bears is orange too.
Well, they're predominantly like a navy. But
I would
they
think
have,
like a light brown
orange.
taupe vibe would have been much better for them.
What you're going to quickly realize is like colors, unless it's like obvious, like a Bengal tiger with orange and black stripes. Like it's not always.
What you would imagine.
Yeah. Like some of the colors like correspond with like the city itself.
Oh, okay, like the city colors.
Yeah. So.
Makes sense. So this one is not NFL. So you
Damn
lied to me. I only know this because you gave me multiple of these T-shirts when we first started dating. I
Damn
just
it.
was supposed to wear them. They're in the closet somewhere.
You started wearing it. I
Yeah.
gave you one, and just because you wore it, and I was like, you can
Have
keep
it?
that if you want. I wasn't giving it to you so you could like show off. And actually, if you have them, I would like them back. So
Fine.
wait out yourself.
That's what you're supposed to do at the beginning of a relationship. Steal all the sweatshirts that you can, just in case.
Yeah, but I'm not supposed to give you stuff. Like that's not part of the deal.
So I stole. So this is the University of Indiana, UND. So University of Indiana. Is that what UND stands for?
Good. University of Indianapolis.
Of Indianapolis. Greyhounds.
Yep.
I kind of got that one. Oh, God. Okay, wait. This is the team with Aaron Rodgers.
Very good.
And it's a G with green and gold. The... That's about as much as I know.
Don't play dumb.
Green Bay
tonight.
Packers?
Yeah. see?
Hell yeah, dude.
If you
I'm
know
so
it,
smart.
say it. Don't
No, I was gonna say something.
delay this.
You know
for
what
me,
I was
okay?
gonna say? The something Buccaneers. I was gonna say the Georgia Buccaneers,
God.
but then I remembered there's something else. Okay, this is a Falcon, red and black. So it's the Falcons, but what state are we thinking? Atlanta Falcons?
Yep.
Georgia.
You had it the first time.
I know it's in Georgia.
It's Atlanta Falcons.
I know, but they
Why did you
live,
say Georgia?
they live in Georgia, do they not? Atlanta Falcons.
Well, yeah, but you
That's
made
right.
it sound like you were gonna. Your
Say it,
answer was
Heather.
the Georgia Falcons.
I said it right. I got it. This is a W with yellow and burgundy. The Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
And I know this because I thought about it the other day and I was like, why did we pick Commanders? That is literally the bad guys from Handmaid's Tale.
Because there's no reason for anything these days.
We're just making shot in the dark.
Yeah, let's just.
We
yeah.
took all that time to come up with a name. I liked the Washington team or whatever they call themselves before.
Washington football team.
Yeah, I liked that. That makes sense to me. It describes exactly what it is. I know where they're from. They can pick whatever colors they want. I liked that better, to be honest. This is a panther with blue and navy blue coloring.
Black. What is wrong with your eyes?
It's just like the computer, I think.
It's not at all. Not very far from where you were from.
Really?
I mean, as far as like national.
North Carolina Panthers.
It's the Carolina Panthers.
Really?
Yeah.
That was really a guess.
I'm actually disappointed with how many you're getting.
Yeah, you're supposed to make this hard.
Well,
Well, you gave me a clue. I would have said something crazy if you hadn't given me that clue. So that's on you. This is a T with red and blue on fire. It's like a circle of a T, like a comet. The comets.
No.
I was going to say it looks like an Avengers symbol, like Captain America, like the Captain America team. But let's be serious here.
This one you're probably not going to get.
The Titanium team. The Toronto Titanium team. I don't know. Okay, what is it?
It's Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't know.
You said titanium. I thought you were there.
Dallas Cowboys. It's a star, navy blue star. I only know that because of the DCC cheerleaders. So that's a TV show.
Obviously should have picked a different one.
Okay, first of all, my fly has been open this whole time. So great. That's on camera. So that's perfect. Good for me.
Girl peas.
This is easy. It's the New York red and blue Giants.
God, I was really hoping you said New York Jets.
Really?
Yeah.
No, the Jets are green and yellow or white because my dad likes the Jets. I only know by other people. Oh God. This is another Falcon-looking figure. It's blue, gray, and green. Was the Falcon a team that I named before?
Mm-hmm.
So I got that right. So this is not. Is it a penguin?
No. Are you kidding me?
It could be like an interpretation of a penguin. Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, why are you acting like you don't know these?
I don't know, but they're just coming to me all of a sudden. I might be psychic. Okay, this one I might know too. Wow, I'm like really good at football. Okay, orange. It's a football helmet and it's orange, black, and white.
No, that's brown.
That's brown?
We
So
are
it's the
going to
Cleveland
the
Browns.
optometrist.
That's black.
That is brown.
So it's the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
You gave it away.
You gave it away.
I already
by
knew that one,
your
though.
Inability to recognize differences in colors.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
For the listeners, she acted like she didn't know football logos so that we'd do this segment and that she'd look like an all-star. So, joke's on me for taking time out of my Sunday.
Why didn't
to
you pick
put that
harder
list
ones?
together. There's not a whole lot to choose from. Like, I can pick... I mean, the other ones had, like, names underneath their logo. So
Could have cropped it.
I wasn't going to crop it. Okay.
It's okay. My fly was down this whole episode, so really I'm the joke here. I feel good. I feel really accomplished.
Yeah, you should, because you hustled me.
Wow. I didn't even mean to hustle you, but I'm really happy that I did. Because this feeling, I want to bottle it up. Okay, we have one more game of football that I will probably... You'll redeem yourself on this one.
Yeah, I know. I may call some audibles now since you're feeling all high on yourself right now.
So this is going to be football terms. Nick's going to ask them to me, and I'm going to describe what I think they mean.
You ready?
Born ready.
Offsides / false start.
Okay, so if it's / false start, that means
Well,
when
it's two different things.
it's two different things, but you
Yeah,
said
but it's
slash.
like they're in like the same category. It's like a penalty. One happens to the offense, one happens to the defense.
Oh, you're explaining a lot to me. I didn't know any of this.
You're
Okay,
not gonna get it. So
are you sure? Okay, my
That's it.
guess is when the what's the name referee blows the whistle and it's the play starts that someone started early, like when the race gun gets blown
the
and
race.
they run early. It's like the both sides moved before the start, the whistle. Offsides.
No.
What does it mean?
So a false start is when the offense moves before the center hikes the football to the quarterback. So it
My
has nothing
brain
to
just
do with the
turned off.
ref blowing the whistle.
Okay, say that one more time. I literally tuned you out.
A false start. Why? Because you thought you got it right, and you're like, "Is he messing with me? Because is he going to tell me that? Is he going to tell me something different because I actually got it right? No, you got it wrong because of the wording. This is like Jeopardy, all right?
Okay.
Except I don't give freebies. I don't give redos like Trebek. All right, R.I.P. So offsides, right? That's when the defense lines up, like in the neutral zone, like they line up on the other side of the football when the football's on the ground. Right? Like if you look down the line, offense is here, defense is here. The neutral zone is where that football is, right?
Yep.
The neutral zone is between the offense and defense. If the defense lines, like if their helmet is crossed across that football when the ref looks down the line, that's offsides.
That's like in dance when you had to change formations, you have to make it on a crack, and if you aren't on that crack, you got yelled at. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Great, offsides.
So a false start is when someone on the offense like flinches or moves before the center actually moves the football.
Which is kind of what I said.
No, you said when the ref blows the whistle and a player moves. Wrong.
Okay.
All right, number 2,
All right.
targeting.
I immediately thought of my favorite store. Targeting.
How we feeling now?
Not great.
all I
When
needed.
the coach is like, you go after number 42, that's your man. We're all targeting him. That's targeting.
No.
So everyone goes to tackle 42. Targeting.
No, it's not a conspiracy. All right. We're going to conspire against 42. Targeting is a type of penalty, and you get a targeting penalty when, let's say, a receiver like goes up to catch a football. Mm-hmm. Like, so when the receiver puts his arms up to catch a football, right?
Yep.
he's basically in a defenseless position, right? Because he has no way of protecting himself, right? So if a defender comes in and hits him, like leaves his feet to hit this receiver, they'll get a targeting penalty because it's like a defenseless receiver. You got to let him like catch the ball, or at least attempt to catch the ball before you can make contact.
So it's very rude to
Yeah,
target.
I mean, there's multiple examples, but it's essentially meaning like a defensive player like left their feet to hit like somebody who's either trying to catch the ball or whatever.
Okay, next.
Yak.
When you are
It's
really...
an-
Go ahead.
It's an acronym.
It's a fine acronym.
Like each letter in that word
Oh,
stands for another word.
okay. That helps.
I'll give you the middle word. How about that?
Okay.
After.
You... yield after catching.
No. Close.
Really?
Yards after catch.
Oh,
So, do you know what that means?
obviously not.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory.
So
It's how
you
many
catch the...
So like the receiver catches a pass, right? So
Uh-huh.
it's how many yards they're able to run after they catch that pass.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. The more yak you have.
Are these terms that like everyone watching football knows, or just people that have played football?
No, everyone knows these.
Just not me. Okay.
Well, I mean, if you watch football and like you know the game of football, you would know that.
Yeah.
All right. Man coverage.
Man coverage. This is not like an item of clothing. It's like an actual football like play.
Yeah.
So the man that you're covering, like the man that you're supposed to tackle when the play is happening.
No.
No. Really? That was really good. How is that not it?
Man coverage would be like defense. It's kind of like one-on-one in basketball.
Uh-huh.
Like you have like one person you're guarding, and you stick with that person. Like it's not a zone where
That's what I described,
If an
I think.
offensive player comes into your zone, no, it's not.
I think I got it. I think I got that one. Next.
Zone coverage.
Shit.
I literally just said it.
So yeah, the area that you're guarding throughout the game. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Pass interference.
Shit, I hear this term a lot, but I never know what it means.
Not for me. When I played, you didn't hear this.
So the ball was being passed and another player interfered with the catching of the ball, and that's not allowed.
That's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it could go both ways. So like, let's say the quarterback throws a pass to the receiver. If the defender hits or like grabs the receiver before he has a chance, before the ball gets there, like before he has an actual chance to catch the ball, that is a pass interference on the defense. But the offense can, if a ball sails like over their head, or if they know that a defender is going to intercept the pass, sometimes they'll grab the defender so he can't catch it. They'll get a penalty, but at least they're not going to get an interception. Basically, one player making contact with another player before each of them has a chance to catch the pass.
Last one clicked
Really
for me.
brought it home.
Yeah, I needed that last little bit.
A dual threat quarterback.
When a quarterback has two guys after him.
No. So a dual threat quarterback is a quarterback who has a... I'm trying to explain this in the best way possible for you. He has a good arm, so he's a great passing quarterback.
Uh-huh.
But he can also hurt you with his legs. So like if a receiver's not open, he can just as easily tuck the ball and run it himself. So he can hurt you with his arm or he can hurt you with his legs.
He's multi-talented.
Yes.
Would you say
Dual.
Tom Brady's a dual quarterback?
No.
He's a thrower.
Yes. He does not want to get it.
Would you say Joe Burrow is a dual quarterback?
He's more of a single threat quarterback.
Which would
I don't
be
want to give
throwing?
away any of my other...
Okay, all right.
But what I'm saying I can talk about that, but I'm being careful with the terms that I use. He's going to hurt you more with his arm, but that being said, he has the ability to hurt you with his legs, but that's not what he wants to do. And that's not what he should be doing. Like he's pretty athletic because he's young, but as the years go by, he's not going to be able to tuck it and run like he's doing right now.
All right.
Leading with the crown. This is something that I did so much when I was in youth football.
Leading with your head.
Yeah.
So that's where the crown is.
Yeah. Leading with the top of your head. I used to leave my feet all the time to hit, like in Pee Wee, when I was still relatively bigger than everybody else. I was not I mean, I was pretty average, I guess. But when I had the ability to hit people like that, I did, and that's how you break your neck, which is funny.
Well, yeah, because you actually did.
That's
So maybe
not what did it.
you were priming your neck for all those years to break
I guess
perfectly. Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. Holding.
When you hold the ball instead of throwing it.
No. So holding, let's say that a quarterback is dropping back for a pass. Like they're looking to pass the ball, and a defender is coming to tackle them. And an offensive lineman grabs him by the jersey so that he can't get to the quarterback.
So he's holding his jersey.
You're allowed to block him from getting there. You can't grab him. So that's a holding penalty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
Pocket passer.
I want to think it's like in the pocket of the play where there's this open space where someone could pass through. So they find that opening and they pass through in the pocket passer.
I don't know what you just said.
Did you see it?
I played football a long time, and I'm going to tell you what. I feel like I've never played it. I don't know what that was.
Like everyone's spread out.
No points. And may God have mercy on your soul.
I mean, that made sense. Like there's a little opening.
To you. All right. So when a quarterback drops back to pass, this is kind of the opposite of a dual threat quarterback, right? They're a pocket passer. They like to stay in the pocket, which the pocket is essentially the area around the quarterback that is basically guarded by their offensive lineman. So when the play starts and it's a passing play, the offensive lineman will almost form like a U shape in front of the quarterback
to protect him,
to block the defenders from trying to tackle him, and that's the pocket. So a pocket passer is a quarterback who stays in the pocket and will throw. Like a scrambler is someone who's kind of a dual threat who will escape the pocket, is good at escaping the pocket if defenders are closing in on him, and is able to throw on the run.
So like move with the pocket of humans and then throw. Okay. How do you feel about me after that game?
I'm glad I was able to knock you down a couple pegs because you were feeling pretty good about yourself after absolutely lying to me and hustling me, bringing me on this podcast in my own home and making a laughing stock out of me.
You just picked easy ones. That's not my fault.
No, I did not. I literally picked letters with different colors, and you were like, oh, yeah, so let me guess. Green Bay Packers?
I only knew that because I saw a bunch of clips on like when Aaron Rodgers was dating Shailene Woodley of like on E! News of them playing football. That's the only reason why I knew that one. So in a roundabout way, I figured it out.
You know how hard it was for you to like try to figure out what those terms meant? It was just as hard for me to explain them in a way that made sense to you.
Instead of using
there was no
terms.
like building off of the last. It was like starting from scratch every answer. I was like, okay, well, she doesn't know what this is yet. So
something happens to my brain when we're talking football terms. It just kind of like shuts down like a wilted flower.
I could literally see that happening.
Yeah, I was like,
I saw you spacing out, and I was like, why am I even continuing to talk?
It doesn't have like I'm pretty good at staying focused.
A podcast right now.
I'm pretty good at being focused until football starts being talked about. I'm like, do.
Blacked out with your eyes.
Yeah.
Open, you're like,
if you're like me and you don't really like football right now, but you want to like it, you want to get used to watching it and figuring it out, because I foresee most of the rest of my life being around football, whether it is that we have kids that play football or you're just playing it all the time. I just see it as a part of our lives. So like for someone that's wanting to enjoy it, can't keep themselves focused on the TV play to play, like what's something that I can do to start enjoying it a little bit, or at least staying focused?
let me ask you this.
Okay.
Did you enjoy watching me watch the Bengals?
That's one thing I did like, was just your reactions.
Perfect.
That's it?
Yeah. You enjoyed watching me watch them?
Yeah.
Like you enjoyed watching me get excited? Like was it enjoyable for you to see, not like my reactions, but like to see me genuinely happy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it.
But what happens if they're really bad this season and you're not happy and you're really angry? Which
then
happens a lot.
you'll be there with me.
But you don't like my like consoling you. You just want to get pissed.
Because that's not how, like, I don't, like, just how girls don't like to like be told to relax
Yeah.
or like calm down, right?
I don't enjoy
Guys
that.
don't like to be told that it's going to be okay. Like that it's not a big deal.
What is it about guys or anyone that's really into sports that they just feel that in their so like as if they were on the field, like the passion that is with them and their team? What is that
Honestly, it for me. Like it has nothing because these are like kids. These kids are younger than me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not idolizing NFL players. Like I have friends who have played in the NFL. Like they're not like superhuman beings or like larger than life people. Like they're just people who work their ass off. Not at all trying to take away from the work that they put in. They have perfected their craft and they're playing it at the highest level and they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. Like I would love to be in their shoes. Like I'm not taking anything away from that, but at the end of the day, like that doesn't do it for me. Especially last year, what it did it for me was like watching how excited like the city of Cincinnati got. Like for the what was that?
No. It's like an alien
We
swallowed
had
a
a
drink.
throat fart. I don't know what that was. Her throat just had a bowel movement. And I heard it as clear as day.
I'm in
my
really good form
headphones.
tonight.
Gotta love these microphones. So
They are
glad-
crisp. They
God
pick
damn.
stuff up.
I just heard her small intestine producing shit in the microphone.
It was my throat. It was not my body.
I don't know what that was.
Oh, I
But
don't
anyway,
either, to be honest.
like the excitement for me is like seeing how much pride that it brings like the city of Cincinnati. Like that's why I got so like passionate about it last year is because, and I think I've said this on your podcast, there are some diehard fans out there who like idolize these players and like that's why they want to see them succeed or like maybe they're betting on games, like maybe it's
True.
money for them.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're like me and they're just like, you know what? It's been a really long time since this city has had something to really cheer about. And sports just does that
Yeah.
in America, like especially football. Like baseball does it too. Don't get me wrong. And in certain states, like
Basketball too.
basketball, like in New York, like New York, LA. I mean, I don't even want to talk about LA. They
You
switch
still
their
not-
sports teams like every 3 months.
Is it
So- But yeah, I mean that's what it is for me.
it's that camaraderie element, which I understand.
Yeah, and it's also like the fact that you've suffered through, like the city has suffered through bad Bengals teams
yeah.
in the past, but we've suffered together. It's like if we're gonna suffer together, like let's enjoy these wins together. Like there's like a sense of pride in it. I don't know, and
Yeah.
like if you think the players don't like care about that or like don't appreciate that, they do, because like if nobody was going to the games, it'd be a lot harder to play as well as they did last year.
Yeah.
But like people were there regardless,
That's true.
so like they appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's like it's a mutual love. Like the players love the city loves the players and the team. So if I met one of these players in the street, like I'm sure they're awesome people, but it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh my god, can I please have your autograph?
Well, we don't know yet. We haven't run into them. You never know what you're.
Well, the thing is,
It
for
might
me,
change
too, is
in
like
person.
I may not even recognize them.
True.
Like I would recognize like probably 5 players.
That's
Like
true.
face, like seeing their face, but like I don't do fantasy football, and I'm not like following these dudes on Instagram where like I see them every single day, and like I know exactly what they look like, and I know what stores they get. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're great people, but like at the end of the day, and they would probably agree with this, like, or at least they should. They're playing a game. Like they're not inventing like life-saving drugs or like going to war. Now, some of them may like be
Do things.
idolized
Yeah.
by kids, which makes them heroic. Like it makes them like almost like godlike to some of these kids, and like they have unbelievable impacts on the lives of like the youth in America, like foundations or like Big Brother, Big Sister programs. But like at the end of the day, they're just playing a game,
Yeah.
and they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. Like they're living the dream, but at the end of the day, like it's just a game. Like they're just players in a game. And I've played games my entire life. That's it. They're just athletes.
One other note, one of my other ideas for this was for each of us to plan out a fantasy football league and explain why we chose our choices. I just didn't really understand what that actually meant. And you said that was
couldn't
super extensive.
I'm just like I don't know what she thought it was, but it's like it would be more work for me to like explain to her. Like that would be an entire episode in itself. Me explaining to you what a fantasy draft was and like what fantasy football is.
Yeah, I would have just picked them by like what they look like and what color their jerseys were. And
Yeah.
if they had bios by under each name, that would help me. That's what I would have chosen it on. Okay, let's end this on. I have some questions from our audience. And again, not great. And Nick's probably going to be really pissed at what these are, but
God, I am not.
yeah, you seem like a real jerk on Instagram. Sorry about that.
Whose fault is that?
A little bit mine.
Partially mine.
Partially yours.
But
It is your brand, you know?
I know. I know
It's-
people
Yeah.
think it's funny, whatever. My family thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like,
So there
yeah,
you go.
we're laughing. We're having a good time.
We are laughing. We are having a good time. Okay, first question. Ask Nick if he's a Wolverines fan. LOL, JK.
Absolutely goddamn not.
What is the Wolverines?
It's that team up north.
Cleveland?
No.
Oh,
A little bit further north.
New York? Canada?
North. Well, in between Canada and Ohio.
Michigan?
Yes.
Okay. I got a little nervous for myself there. I was going to guess the right state.
University of that team up north. No, I mean, I grew up a Buckeyes fan, so we didn't really get along with Wolverine fans.
You guys, we can do better with these questions. I'll just do this like super fast hitting. Are you seriously thinking of leaving Ohio? What's your time frame? I don't know why someone asked us. Did we say that recently that we're going to leave here?
I mean, I
You
don't know
say it to
about-
my mom every time we go home and you get her hopes up. Poor thing. Is it come up or do you just like say it? I can't remember exactly how it comes up.
I mean, I'm not just like coming out like JoJo. I think we're thinking about moving. Is it gonna be to Virginia? I don't know. It's like I'm just like it'll like come up in conversation. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about jobs or we're talking about whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously open to it. There's some things happening here that I want to stick around for.
Mhm.
Like, you know, my nieces are still young. I would honestly hate to move with her right now.
Yeah, she
Like,
doesn't.
She's moved so many times.
We're talking about Dixie, our dog.
She's moved so many times, and she's getting older, and I just don't want to like keep doing that to her.
Yeah.
Especially if it's, you know, if it's to a new house, that's a little bit different. But like if it's across the country, and she like, I don't
Yeah.
know, just it's something to think about. I know it's just a dog, but like it's not just a dog to me. So
You guys
can
find
fuck
a-
off.
You guys find a guy that's like thinks things through like this. That's very helpful. Find someone that does that, or a girl even. Find someone in the relationship needs to be a thinker througher, and that's you. So I appreciate it. Encouragement y'all have for navigating the dating world and finding your person. Here we go. He's yawning again.
I'm tired. What time is it?
Oh, we're good.
8:30.
We're just
I
wrapping.
was supposed to do this
It's been a day.
1
You know, it's been a day.
noon, 1 o'clock is what we said.
Yeah, I was really I had really high hopes for myself.
I did too. We were
8 hours later.
firing this morning on all cylinders.
We were like setting things up. The second I woke up, I was looking for, I was going to have you make a table. It was a whole thing. And then here we are, 8 p.m. Deflated. So yeah, any encouragement for our girl?
I think you know how I feel
Yeah.
about these questions.
I will take this one. I will just say, if you saw my recent reel, that's how I feel wholeheartedly. There is power in waiting. There's power in being open and hopeful while you're waiting, and have fun while you're at it. Like, go hang out with your friends. Go do fun things that make you happy. Don't wait around for a guy. They will find you. You'll find them in the right moment, but keep your hopes up in the meantime. Last question. How many girlfriends has Nick had? How did he know you were different?
What the Mom?
We're really hitting it here. We're really getting the hard-hitting questions.
Oh God. I mean, what are we counting as like an actual like
I
girlfriend?
would say like past preschool when you're just like, she's my girlfriend today. Past that, we can count.
Okay, so second grade.
Sure.
Hmm.
You had girlfriends in second grade?
Kelsey Harris. Shout out.
So one.
Let me think through it without you piping into my ear. And I don't want to be judged, okay? I'm putting myself out
So
there.
it's a lot.
So piss off if you have a problem with my answer. 1, maybe 6
Oh, that's good.
that I can think of. Like,
Yeah, there's like 12 other that you just
no, I mean, it's
erased.
just like, what do you define as like a girlfriend? Like, yeah, I've like hung out with girls, but like, even if I like defined us as boyfriend, girlfriend, that they even define it as us as that. So what does that even mean? You know?
Yeah. I'm going to go cry now.
I mean, I think did you think that it was going to be more?
No.
You thought it was going to be less?
6 sounds like,
I mean, I had 2 in college.
I was going to say like 8, but so 6 is good.
Okay. So
Yeah.
less than you thought.
You're right. All right, we're going to wrap this up. And my idea for wrapping it up, since we always end with a piece of advice, I would like to have you give a piece of advice because it is back to school time. Everyone's in that mode of how to become, and this is kind of the aesthetic of, or the vibe of prom king, how to become prom king.
I forgot you were going to ask me this.
Because I want to know if I wish
I thought you were joking when you said
No, I was
this.
dead serious.
Oh my God.
A recap: you've been prom king or were awarded prom king twice. You were
No.
only there to accept it once.
No, I was awarded prom king once.
Once is enough for me.
I was
That's a lot.
homecoming king.
That's what I mean. How does
One
that
at
was
a
my
time.
dream back in the day. My absolute dream. I should have been aiming higher, but that's where I was at. So yeah, how does one become popular?
I don't know. Wait, what was that last part?
Popular.
No, you don't get to do that right for him. I didn't do anything. It's not like I was out campaigning on the trail. I was just like, I don't know. I'd like to think that I was like decent to most not if not all people that I interacted with. Like I had friends in different circles. Like I wasn't just a dumb jock.
Yeah,
I mean, I was, but like I wasn't like,
you're considerate.
yeah. I mean, I tried to be. I was pretty good at sports, so I think that helps. But that's it. Like I had an older brother who people loved. Like they still, even at work, because my brother worked where I work now. He worked there before me for a few years, 5 years maybe, and the people will still be like, "Hey, Kevin," I'll be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do that."
Was that really hard for you growing up, being in his shadow?
I mean, growing up, I wasn't really in his shadow. Like we were both very good at sports, like just naturally gifted. So like when I got in high school, that's when it really started. But it's not like I was like in his shadow really. It was just kind of like people had to like pick on me because I was little weeby. Like, but it's not like I ever felt like I was like in his shadow.
Yeah.
I mean, now not as far as like athletics, I guess, right? Because like we were both good at sports, so it was never like I felt like I had to like live up to like Kevin. Like we were both doing well in sports at the same time. But as far as like personality and like his likability and
Yeah, he's very much more.
that, I've never like I'll always live in his shadow because he's a good person. Like he's a nice guy to everyone. Like he very rarely gets upset with people.
You're the opposite of that.
Well, I mean, I'm not the opposite of that, but
You
like,
just wear your emotions on your sleeve.
he's a lot better at letting things slide. We'll just say that. Like I'm not. I like to
Definitely not.
handle things in the moment. I'm not gonna like act okay and then go think about it and then
Like me.
yeah. Well,
So yeah, that is pretty much the episode. The last thing we'll end it with is what we have coming up. So obviously we're getting into the season of more wedding stuff, and I've pretty much been at the helm. Is that the term? Hell yeah. The helm of this, and been leading the ship for myself and us, I guess, because I've just been taking the role of planning everything. And I think it's been working because I just get full control and you agree. And you can focus on the things that we need to focus on. So the next thing we're planning is an engagement party. I decided because I wanted to wear a certain dress that I had that I needed an event to wear it to. So I decided engagement party, and we're doing that very soon. Do you know any of the things that we have set up for that?
I don't.
Do you know what you're going to wear? Because I don't. I know what I'm wearing.
Do I have to like dress up or something?
We're hosting a party. You want? Okay, so I'm wearing a nice dress.
I've hosted many parties in college. You know what I wore?
What? That outfit that you have on
Probably
right
my
now?
Football travel suit.
What does even that mean?
It's like a jumpsuit that we wore to like when we would travel.
Are the pants attached to the jacket?
No.
Okay. Nice.
It's like a Nike jacket and Nike sweats.
So you dressed up for everyone.
I would get off the bus or I'd leave the locker room, go straight home, pop that freezer open, grab that fifth Red Stag.
Ugh. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
So I have this really cute white dress that's tight and it has like straps kind of like the ones I'm wearing right now. And then heels, pretty simple. I have a little pearl headband. And then I ordered these really cute sheer gloves
Thank God.
They're from the UK.
Are we committing a crime? Why are you wearing gloves?
They're sheer.
It's summer.
It'll be end of September. It won't be summer. It'll be fall. And I got embroidered our little wedding date and your last name or our last name eventually on them. They're going to be so cute. So how are you going to show up with me wearing that outfit? How are you going to represent that in what you're choosing?
I'm not going to wear gloves if that's what you're asking. I'm not wearing gloves and I'm not wearing pants.
I'm not wearing pants either. So you're going to wear a tracksuit? Like
Maybe.
One piece?
Maybe velour.
What color?
Burgundy.
Burgundy. No.
Yeah.
You're not invited. I'm taking you off the list.
Fine. Don't care.
All right, that's my next thing to start searching is Nick's outfit. Send ideas.
Probably flag an anthem, to be honest.
Yeah, if you guys want to send more stuff. I envision you in, well, Joe and Serena just got engaged they had their engagement party the other day, and he had a like sweater polo.
Who are we talking about?
Joe, Grocery Store Joe. I said that like he knew who I was talking about. Grocery Store Joe from Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh.
And Serena, who...
I'm thinking like, I don't know what I was thinking.
Joe Burrow or something.
No, I mean, you said Grocery Store Joe, and I'm like, what?
Some guy
go to a grocery store anymore.
We don't. So he was wearing this like sweater polo thing. It looked very, very nice. And then she had a really cute white dress on. So I was thinking something like that for you. So we'll do a little internet search.
We can...
Do you want me to make you a mood board?
Search all we want.
You're going to go in your closet and just grab something?
Yeah, man, I'm going to wear my Austin 316 shirt, so...
No. You've already worn it on one of these podcast episodes. We're not doing that anymore. You can't re-wear things.
Hell yeah. Are we good here?
Yeah. I think we're good. Nick's going to be on a lot more in the coming weeks, we hope. We have friends of yours that are coming on the podcast who we're going to interview together. And I think we're just going to bring you on more because I have a good time. And since we have this really high professional studio, it'll just be nice to be in person late night, whenever we want. So
late night.
If you have things that you want us to talk about, any games you want us to play or topics you want us to discuss that doesn't involve him giving advice, because he will not give you what you want.
Listen, I'm cool with the advice if it's not about like dating and I'm not trying to be like, don't ask me that, but like I wasn't good at it. I'm not qualified to do it.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of people, when they give that advice on shows, they're just kind of guessing. Yeah, they're winging. It's not really professional.
They're thinking of every love story that they've ever read about, every movie rom-com that they've ever seen, and they're like, this is what you need to do. And you're like, you're a psycho.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's exactly. So anything you got, send it our way. We would love that input. And before you go, just type 5-star review. Just go ahead and give us one. Like the podcast.
Send it.
Subscribe. And
please do it.
Please do. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Nick.
Please do it. You will do it as soon as you...
Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next Wednesday. Say bye.
Goodbye.
It's like I have a gun to your head and I'm like, talk now.
I don't do this very often.
All right, guys. Bye.
See ya.